Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJO Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1969 postseason is on the air. We are back at Memorial Stadium. This is Game 2 of the American League Division Series between the Minnesota Twins and the Baltimore Orioles. The Twins had a 5-0 lead in Game 1, and then Baltimore stormed back and won that game 8-5. They lead this series 1-0. Can the Twins recover from a devastating loss and try to get back into this series tonight, or will things not go as planned? We will see what happens tonight as these two teams try to go after it one more night. We are back at Memorial Stadium for Game 2 of this ALDS. Phoenix Knight is first to join us here at Memorial Stadium. So can the Twins tie this series up before heading back to Metropolitan for Games 3 and maybe 4? Or will the Orioles take a commanding lead back to Minnesota? Only Inside Pitch and the dice will tell us how it goes. So I guess we got to find out how it goes. So let's get started. Starting pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles is their number 2 starter, Mike Cuellar. 23 wins, 11 losses, a 2.38 ERA, 182 strikeouts, 72 walks, and 69. We are at Memorial Stadium. Pretty much a pitcher's park. 133 home runs hit there, -2 to strikeouts and -1 to walks. So everybody is all set and ready to go. Not an empty seat here at Memorial Stadium as the Orioles trying to take a 2-0 series lead. What will happen tonight? Can the Twins recover after a devastating loss? Let's see what happens as Thomas Bartlett now joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Twins will be the center fielder, Ted Uhlaender. He is 3 for 9 for the postseason. We will use orange, white, and black dice. Orioles are the home team. We are set and ready. Let's play some more playoff baseball. Cuellar, 5-3 against the lefty. That's a walk +10, and he's going to walk Uhlaender. So Uhlaender will get a leadoff walk. And the Twins start with a man on first. Infield double play. And now the second baseman, Hall of Famer, Rod Carew. And yes, one of the greatest of all time. He is 2 for 9 for the playoffs. And Uhlaender, that's a 20. Cuellar fires to first, but Uhlaender will get back. Now Cuellar will pitch. 4-5, strikeout, 18 is high. Carew, 6-2. And against the lefty, that's going to be a fly ball to left. And Don Buford's going to go ahead and get there and make the catch. 1 out. And the right fielder, Hall of Famer, Tony Oliva. Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. He's batting 5 for 9 for the playoffs for the Twins. He is right now their leading hitter after 2 games played. That's a 1. Uhlaender does get the steal sign. 13 -4 is 9. Hendricks -1 is 8. Uhlaender ain't going anywhere. Cuellar, 6-6. That's a blank. Oliva, 4-5. And he'll continue his hitting. That's a base hit past short. Uhlaender, he will hold at second base. So Oliva gets a single to get the Twins going here. And that will bring up the first baseman, Hall of Famer, Harmon Killebrew. And yes, one of the greatest home run hitters of all time. Killebrew is 1 for 8 for the playoffs. Runners at first and second, nothing on the 12. Cuellar, 2-4, walk. Yep, that's ball 4. And just like game 1, the Twins striking early. So Cuellar gives up a walk. And now the left fielder, Rich Reese. Reese is 2 for 8 for the playoffs. He does have a home run. They're going to play a double play depth and try to turn the 2. It's early in the game, and there is 1 out. Strategy, nothing on the 12. Cuellar will pitch. Cuellar, 1-5 against the lefty. It's a blank. Reese, 3-1, and he singles past first. That'll be a base hit, and the Twins will score first again. Eulander will score. Oliva, he will come around. He will score. Killebrew, he will get to third. Reese to first, and just like that, the Twins have a 2-0 early lead. So just like in game 1, the Twins strike quickly, and that is a 2 RBI single by Reese. So 2-0 Twins as T-Ball joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Still only 1 out in the top of the first. And now the third baseman, Cesar Tovar. He is 2 for 8 for the playoffs. He also has a home run. Runners at the corners, still trying to get out of the inning. Nothing on the 16. Cuellar, 4-5, strikeout, got him. He will strike out Tovar, and that is the first K for Cuellar, 2 down, as Jimmy Jam joins us here at Memorial Stadium. 2 outs, and now the shortstop, Leo Cardenas. He is 1 for 8 for the playoffs. Already a 2-0 lead for the Twins. Strategy roll, nothing on the 3. Cuellar, 2-2, error on a throw. Cardenas, 5-3. That's a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Mark Belanger. His error rating is an 8. That's a 16. He will not make an error. He is going to throw to second to force out Reese, and that will retire the side. 2 runs on 2 hits, 2 walks. And the Twins once again jump out in front, but we already know what happened when they did that the first time in this series. Jeremy Brooks joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Bottom of the first, starting pitcher for the Minnesota Twins, their number 3 starter, Hall of Famer, Jim Kaat. Yeah, I'll say he's a Hall of Famer. 14 wins, 13 losses. He had 1 save, a 3.50 ERA, 139 strikeouts, 60 walks, and 69. My feeling is this: if Jim Kaat is a Hall of Famer, then somebody needs to put Tommy John in there too, because Tommy John and Jim Kaat have pretty much the same stats. And plus, there's a surgery named after the guy. Leading off for the Orioles, be the left fielder, Don Buford. He was 1 for 5 in game 1. I am glad you enjoyed the game, Mr. Jam. Kaat, 1-2 against the switch right, walk. That's ball 4. He will give up a walk to Buford, who is batting from the right side against the lefty, and already the Orioles get a man on. First walk given up by Kaat. Infield a double play. And now the center fielder, Paul Blair. Blair was 1 for 4 in the first game. Anything on strat? The 5 says no. Blair does get the hit and run, but he's going to swing away because Blair has got good home run power. Kaat, 6-6, walk, 8. And no, that's too high. Blair, 4-5, and it's a base hit past short. Buford will hold at second base, and the Orioles look like they're going to get right back in this as well. Single for Blair. And now the right fielder, one of the greatest of all time, Mr. Frank Robinson. He was 3 for 4 in the first game, and he had a bomb. Buford on it second, Blair on it first, still no one out, and nothing happening there. Kaat, 4-1, possible error. Robinson, 5-4. That's a fly ball hit to right field. Going after that is Tony Oliva. His error rating is a 5. That's a 20. He'll make the catch. Buford, a base runner 4, hit to right, a 0. And Oliva -1. A 1-3. Buford will take third. He will. So Buford will move over to third base, but that is a fly out to right. And now the first baseman, Boog Powell. He was 1 for 4 in the first game. Runners at the corners, 1 out here in the bottom of the first, 2-0 Twins already, and they're going to stay in double play depth. Nothing on the strat. Kaat, 4-1, again possible error. Powell, 4-5, and that's a ground ball to third. This time this ball is hit to Cesar Tovar. His error rating is a 9. That's a 14. He will not make an error. Will he turn the double play? 3, 3, 4. Second base, pivot, Carew, 0, 1 to 4. They got it. Side retired. 5-4-3 double play. No runs and a hit and a walk for the Orioles. They will come up empty here. 2-0 in favor of the Twins after 1. Top of the second. Leading off for the Twins will be the catcher, John Roseborough. He's 3 for 8 for the playoffs. Cuellar, 2-6. Home run chance. And that 15 is gonna pass against the lefty, though. Roseborough has a 0. It won't matter. Roseborough, 1-2, and instead he'll just ground it right back to Cuellar. And Cuellar will get it and throw it over for out number 1. Cuellar put it right over the plate, and all Roseborough could do was just hit it right back to him. Here's the pitcher, Jim Kaat. Not a bad hitter. 207 average, 2 bombs, 10 RBIs in 69. Cuellar, 2-1, strikeout. He'll get him there. Struck him out. And that is the second strikeout for Cuellar. 2 away. And now Eulander, and he walked his first time up. Cuellar, 6-6. It's a blank. Eulander, 2-1. Another grounder right back to Cuellar. Cuellar will go ahead and get that and toss it over and retire the side. Much better inning for Cuellar. 1-2-3 go the Twins. Bottom of the second. Leading off for B-More will be the human vacuum cleaner, third baseman, Brooks Robinson. Yes, great, best fielding third baseman of all time. He is 2 for 3. He was 2 for 3 in the first game. Kaat, 4-6, range play. Robinson, 4-5. That's a single pass third, but it's a range play for Tovar. His range is a 3. He's got it. He'll take a single away from the vacuum cleaner and throw him over and out at first. 1 away. Nice play there by Tovar. And now the second baseman, Davey Johnson, future World Championship manager for 1986. Johnson was 0 for 4 in the first game. Kaat, 3-3, strikeout, 5. And yes, swing and a miss, struck him out. He got him. And that's the first K for Kaat. And now the shortstop, Mark Belanger. Belanger was 1 for 4 in game 1. Kaat, a 3-6 walk. The 15 is high. Belanger, a 1-2, and he grounds it to second base. That'll be handled by Carew, and Carew will throw it over and retire the side. Nice job by Kaat. Still 2-0 after 2, 3 up and 3 down. Orioles trying to take a 2-0 series lead in this ALDS before heading back to Metro Stadium. Twins trying to tie it up. Yes, you will see yourself out there, Phoenix Knight. Top of the third, leading off for the Twins will be Rod Carew. He's 0 for 1. Cuellar, 6-3. That is a blank. Carew, 4-6. And that's a grounder to second base. That'll be handled by Johnson. And over to first it goes. Next up is Oliva. Oliva got a single his first time up. Cuellar, 1-6, strikeout. That's high. Oliva, 6-2, and it's a single. Oliva continues to hit well, and that is his second hit of the game. And Oliva already has 7 hits in this postseason. Remember, the Twins did have to play the Tigers in the wild card game. So now infield double play, 1 out, and here comes Killebrew. Killebrew walked his first time up. Oliva will stay put. Cuellar, 4-4, walk, and he'll walk Killebrew. And now the Twins got something going on again. So Killebrew walks a second time. Third walk given up by Cuellar, and the next batter is Reese. Reese got a 2 RBI single his first time up. Strategy, nothing happening on the 3. Oliva will stay at second base. Cuellar, 4-5, strikeout, 13 is too high. Reese, 2-3, and Reese may have just cleared the bases. That's going to be a double to right. Oliva will score. Killebrew, base runner 2. Double to right, though, a -2. So Killebrew will hold at third. Reese will hold at second, and the Twins have a 3-0 lead. Stadium groans. So now Reese has an RBI double. He has all 3 of the runs for the Twins. Next up is Tovar, and he's 0 for 1. Infield will now play in, not allowing Killebrew to try to score here. And now a 3-0 Twins lead. Strategy roll, nothing on the 3. Cuellar, 5-2, strikeout, no. Tovar, 1-4, and against the lefty, it's a base hit past third. Killebrew will score. Reese, he will not. He will hold at third. Reese will hold at third base, and the Twins now have a 4-0 lead. Stadium groans. Ben Wicks now joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Next up is Cardenas, and the Twins once again have taken a large lead, just like they did in Game 1. We know how that game turned out. Cardenas is 0 for 1. They will go back to double play, try to turn the 2, and nothing on the 12. Cuellar, 2-5. That's a blank. Cardenas, 3-2. And that is a grounder to second base. 3-3-4. Shortstop, Pivot Belanger, +1, a 5. They got it. Side retired. 4-6-3 double play. 2 runs on 3 hits and a walk. The Twins have a 4-0 lead here going in the bottom of the 4th. Once again, the Twins have a lead. Couldn't hold it in Game 1. Can they hold it here in Game 2? Are the Twins on the board games during the regular season? That is correct, I believe. Yes, Minnesota, California, Houston were the only teams that did not win a game on the board until the postseason, when the Twins did beat the Tigers in the wild card game to start this postseason off. Bottom of the 3rd, leading off for the Orioles will be the catcher, Ellie Hendricks. He is 0 for 4. He was 0 for 4 in Game 1. 4-0 Twins. Kaat, 3-5. That's a blank, not tired. Hendricks, 2-4. And it's a line out right to the shortstop. That'll be gloved by Cardenas. 1 out. And now the pitcher, Mike Cuellar, a 117 average and 5 RBIs in 69. Kaat, 5-1, strikeout. Yes, get him on that one. That'll be a K. Strikeout number 2 for Kaat. And now here's Buford. Buford walked his first time up. Kaat, 2-3, walk. Yep, that's ball 4. He will walk Buford. Buford will trot down to first. The second time Buford has walked in the ball game. And now here's Blair. Blair got a single his first time up. Buford had 19 stolen bases. He's not getting any here. Kaat will go ahead and deal. Kaat, 6-1. That's a blank. Blair, 3-6. And it's a line drive right to third. Pow! Caught by Tovar. And the inning is over. Nothing across except a walk. And so far, Jim Kaat is pitching like a Hall of Famer. 4-0 Twins after 3. Top of the 4th. Leading off for the Twins will be John Roseborough. He's 0 for 1. Cuellar gets in. Cuellar 2-5. That's blank. Roseborough 6-3. And it's a base hit to center field. Roseborough starts the inning off with a single. And that will bring up Kaat. Kaat is not a bad hitter, but they may be calling him on to bunt. Corners will be in. Or actually, say corners will be in. The infield will be back. And that's a 19. And he is going to... Kaat's a pretty good hitter. He got a 4-0 lead here. But you know how comebacky the Orioles can be. Got a good hitter here. I'm gonna bunt it. I'll have Kaat bunt. He got a good bunt rating, so they're gonna bunt. Bunt is on. 5-3 against the lefty. It's a walk plus 10. So his becomes a 15. -1 is a 14. But when you bunt, it's cut in half. So it would be a 7. The 12 is too high. So Kaat's going to go ahead and bunt it. And he bunts that right back to the pitcher. Kaat's bunt rating will be a 3 since it hit to him. And that's going to be a perfect bunt. It'll be a successful sacrifice bunt. So he'll go ahead and bunt it right back to Cuellar. He'll throw to first for the out. So well done job by Kaat to move the runner as a sacrifice hit back to the pitcher. And now the batter is Uhlaender. Uhlaender is 0 for 1 with a walk. 1 out, a big run at second base. Strategy, nothing happening. Cuellar, 3-1, possible error. Uhlaender, 3-3. It's pumped up to the pitcher. Cuellar's error rating is a 6. That is a 1, and he is going to drop the ball. Runners will advance 1 base. He drops the ball. That's going to be an error. A pop fly to the pitcher. He drops it. Now, I understand the infield fly rule would come up as something in that, but there is actually no rule for the infield fly rule on something like that. There is actually no rule for the infield fly rule. So he does drop the ball. So I'm going to go ahead and consider that as an error and move Roseborough over, and Uhlaender will get the first. So that's going to be an E1. First error on the Orioles. As Cuellar just drops the ball. Second alone, no infield fly rule. Okay. All right, so Roseborough on at third, Uhlaender on at first. That's a drop pop-up by Cuellar. That moves the runners over. First error on the Orioles, and now a chance for Carew. Mike C. joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Mike C. I don't know if you've been in my chat before, but if you haven't been, welcome, my good man. So runners at the corners, and they're going to call infield a double play and try to turn the 2. It's a 4-0 Twins lead here in the top of the 4th. Carew is 0 for 2. Strategy, nothing on the 15. Cuellar, 1-2, strikeout, no. Carew, 3-6, and against the lefty, he'll fly ball to left field. That's a fly out to left, that's out number 2. Carew, a sacrifice fly of 0, though, but hit to left, you get a +1. That won't get it that way. Roseborough, base runner 3. Buford, a +1 arm. A 1-4. Roseborough will still score, and he will. So Carew will still get the sacrifice fly. And once again, the Twins have a 5-0 lead. Stadium groans. But now there are 2 outs. So now they do get the out, though, but here's Oliva. Oliva's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Mike Cuellar not having a good night tonight. So 2 outs here. Top of the 4th, 5-0 Twins. Strategy, that is a 1. Uhlaender gets the steal sign, but he's not going anywhere. Cuellar, 1-5 against the lefty. It's a blank. Oliva, 2-5, and that's a base hit. He singles 1 to right. Uhlaender, base runner 5, single to right, -1, though. A 1-3, Eulander will take third. He won't. He'll hold at second base. So Eulander gets the second, and Oliva is now 3 for 3. It'll bring up Killebrew. Nobody up in the pen yet, but I don't know what I'm going to do here with these Orioles. But then again, we know what happened in game 1. Killebrew was walked twice. Strategy, nothing on the 3. Eulander will stay put. He is a base running 5 with 2 outs, yes, but remember it was a -1, which made him a 4. And I think I rolled a 5. Eulander will, and if I did, then instant replay will blow it. Cuellar, 6-3. That's a blank. Killebrew, 2-1. That's ground out to second base. That'll be handled by Davy Johnson, and the throw will go to first and retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 error, 1 sacrifice fly, and 1 bunt. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Instant replay. We don't need no stinking instant replay. So right now, Jim Kaat has a 5-run lead, kind of like what Dave Boswell had in game 1 of this series. And leading off for B-More will be Frank Robinson. He's 0 for 1. The question is, can the Twins hold on to this 5-0 lead? Kaat, 2-5 against the righty. It's a blank. Robinson, 6-5. And against a lefty, a 6-5 is a straight H. That's a home run to left field. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Frank Robinson hits his 2nd home run of the playoffs. Robinson hits a bomb. It's now 5-1. And if I'm correct, he hit the leadoff bomb that started things off for the Orioles in the first game. And now here's Powell. Powell is 0 for 1. Now a 5-1 ball game. Kaat will go ahead and pitch. Kaat, 4-6, range play. Powell, 5-4. It's a fly ball to right field. Going after that is Tony Oliva. His range is a 3, and he's got it. 1 out. Nice play by Oliva, and that'll be a fly out to right. And now here's Brooks Robinson, and he's 0 for 1. I think it was the other channel with the fluffy cat, as XSG2 joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Kaat, 4-3, strikeout. Cold strike 3 on Robinson. He got him. And that will be the 3rd K for Kaat. 2 away. And now here's Johnson. Johnson's 0 for 1. Very much looking forward to baseball demos finishing up the 1973 Game of the Week season. He's almost done with that. The playoffs for that and Stratomatic are coming up. Kaat, 4-4, strikeout, 12 is high. Johnson, 2-2, ground out to second. That'll be handled by Carew, and Carew will throw it over and end the inning. 1 run on 1 hit. A solo bomb by Frank Robinson, one of the greatest of all time. It's now 5-1 after 4. Are the Orioles going to do it again? We go to the top of the 5th. Leading off for the Twins will be Rich Reese. He is 2 for 2, a single and a double. Cuellar, however, has got to start making some good pitches here. Cuellar, 5-1. Pitcher result, 14 is high. Reese, 2-3, and Reese leads off with a double into right field. So Reese hits 1, he'll hold at second base, and Reese is now 3 for 3. It'll bring up Tovar. Tovar 1 for 2. Strategy roll. Reese will stay where he is. Cuellar, 6-3, blank. Tovar, 3-2. Base hit past second. That will be a single. Will it score Reese? Yes, it will. Twins get one back at 6-1. Stadium groans. Reese gets an RBI. Tovar gets an RBI single. And now the batter is Cardenas. And Cuellar may not make it through this inning. He is due to bat third in this fifth. Cuellar may not make it out of here. Cardenas is up next. He's 0 for 2. Tovar on at first. Infield is at double play. Cuellar gives up another run. I'm going to yank him. Strategy rolls are still on. At least I think they are. Yes. 20. Cuellar throws to first. And no. Tovar will get back. Now Cuellar. 1-3 against a righty walk. That's high. Cardenas. 6-1. And it's a line out right to short. That's out number 1. Tovar will be doubled off on a 1. And he is 2 outs. Wow. L6-1 double play. As Tovar is doubled off at first base. As a great play there by Belanger, gets Powell to get him at first. There's 2 away. So L6-1 double play. Now the batter is Roseboro. 2 outs now. Roseboro is 1 for 2. Cuellar, he'll pitch. Cuellar. 5-3 against the lefty. It's a walk plus 10, and that 14 will walk Roseboro, and Roseboro will trot to first. And now the batter is Kaat, and Kaat will bat. Kaat is 0 for 2. 2 outs. Top of the fifth, 6-1 Twins. Strategy. Nothing happening there. Cuellar will pitch to Kaat. Cuellar. 4-2. That's at the park. Memorial Stadium. 5-3. And Kaat comes through with a base hit to center field. Roseboro with 2 outs, base runner 4. Single to center, -3 though. And it's a 6. So a -3. So center fielder is Blair. He has a -2 arm, which means there's automatically going to be a play at third. A 2-5, Roseboro is out. And he is side retired. So that goes as a base hit for Kaat, but Roseboro is gunned down at third base, and that will end the inning. Kaat would like to say, DH, I don't need no stinking BH, but Roseboro, you should have stayed where you were at. So 1 run on 3 hits, a walk, and we go to the bottom of the fifth at 6-1. Leading off for the Orioles will be Mark Belanger, and he's 0 for 1. Kaat will go ahead and pitch. Kaat, 6-2, strikeout, 12 is too high. Belanger, 3-5, it's a ground out to short, handled there by Cardenas. And Cardenas will throw to first, 1 out. And now here's Hendricks. Hendricks is 0 for 1. Kaat, 1-1 against the lefty. That's a strikeout plus 10. That is a 10. That is a swing and a miss and a steer right out, 2 away. Fourth strikeout for Kaat. And they're going to bring in a pinch hitter for Mike Cuellar as his day is done. As the Cuellar will come out of the ball game, and coming on to pinch hit for the Twins is going to be Andy Etchebarren. 249 average, 3 homers, 26 RBIs. He will pinch hit against Kaat. So 2 outs. Kaat, 5-5 against a righty. It's a blank. Etchebarren, 5-4, and a line drive right back to Kaat. He puts up his glove, pop, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3, go the O's, and it stays 6-1 in favor of the Twins. After 5. We go to the top of the 6th. top of the order for the Twins. Here's Ted Uhlaender. Twins are doing everything. They got a big-time lead. Twins trying not to repeat what happened in Game 1. Orioles need a pitcher, and they got left coming up. So coming on to pitch for the Twins is going to be Pete Rickard. 7 wins, 4 losses, 12 saves, a 2.20 ERA. Rickard actually making his first appearance in the postseason. So Rickard will pitch as Cuellar leaves with the L. So top of the 6th, 6-1 Twins. Twins trying to tie this series up to get it back to Metropolitan Stadium to guarantee games 3 and 4. Rickard, 1-3, range play at the park. Memorial Stadium, 4-2. It's a fly ball to right field. Going after that is Frank Robinson. His range is a 2. No, and that is going to be a single. Uhlaender will get a leadoff hit as Robinson couldn't get there. It will now bring up Carew. Carew's 0 for 3. Infield a double play. Strategy rolls are now off. Rickard, 3-4 against a lefty. It's a blank. Carew, 6-1. And Carew hits one to left field. That's a 6. And it's going to be too high against the lefty. That's going to be a fly out to left. That'll be handled by Don Buford near the track. And that's out number 1. And now Oliva. Oliva's 3 for 3. He's got 3 singles. He has really started off this postseason hot. Rickard, 3-5. Strikeout plus 10, 16. That will be too high. That will be too high. Oliva, 5-3. And it would be a fly ball to center field. But against a lefty, Special K strikeout 1-3. That is a 3. That is a swing and a miss and struck him out. So Rickard gets the Special K, 2 away. And now here's Killebrew. Killebrew is 0 for 1. He's walked twice. Uhlaender on it first. 2 men down. 6-1 Twins. Twins trying not to repeat Game 1. Rickard, 5-1 against a righty. It's a blank. Killebrew, 3-6. And this one is going to be a grounder to second base. That'll be handled by Johnson. He's going to throw to first to get Killebrew. And that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Twins. Will go to the bottom of the 6th. Jim Kaat can pitch to 29. And Rickard, he can pitch to 1 more before he fatigues. As we go to the bottom of the 6th inning here. Doug Hunt joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Leading off for the Orioles will be Don Buford. He's walked twice. 6-1 Twins. They're doing it again to the Orioles. Question is, can the Orioles do it right back to them? Kaat, 2-5 against a switch right. That's a blank. Buford, 5-2, and it's a base hit. He hits one past third. The Orioles get a man on. Buford is on base for the 3rd time today. It'll now bring up Blair. Blair is 1 for 2 with a single. Infield a double play. Strategy rolls are off. Kaat will go ahead and pitch. Kaat, 1-5. Wild pitch. Yes, that was going to go to the backstop, and Buford will go to second. So Kaat does uncork a wild one. First wild pitch given up by Jim Kaat, and that does move Buford over to second. Now Kaat, and that takes away the double play. Kaat will pitch. Kaat, 6-5, range play at the park. Memorial Stadium, 1-1. That's a ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Rod Carew. His range is a 2. And he's got it. Carew will go ahead and make a great play, and he'll throw to first to get the out. Buford will move to third. What a play by Carew. That would have scored Don Buford if he doesn't make it. So a grounder to second. Now 1 out. Here's Robinson. He has a bomb in the game. He's 1 for 2. They're going to keep the infield. I don't think they'd play the infield in. They would play it back with a 5-run lead. You're trying to get outs. Kaat will go ahead and pitch to Robinson. Or actually, there is one out, right? You really want to let him back in this? You know what? No. Play infield in. Minnesota cannot allow what happened in game 1. They got to learn from that. Kaat. 6-2. Strikeout 10. That's too high. Robinson. 1-1. It's a line drive right to third. That's out number 2. And Buford will not be doubled off. Buford will stay right where he is at third base. It will not be a double. I don't have to roll on that. That was something I actually told Chris about. If a line drive is hit to third and there's a runner on third, the runner at the third baseman is usually too far back to double off the base runner. Very hard to do that. I think, and he agreed with me on it and took that away. So 2 outs on a line out. And now here's Powell. Powell is 0 for 2. 2 outs here. Fans here at Memorial Stadium hoping Powell can get a hold of one. Kaat. 1-4. Against the lefty, it's going to be an automatic out. And that will be a fly to right. And Tony Oliva will get there. He will make the catch and retire the side. No runs, a hit, and a wild pitch. Baltimore can't get anything going this time. 6-1 Twins after 6. David Vega joins us here at Memorial Stadium. We go to the top of the 7th. Leading off for the Twins is going to be Rich Reese. Reese is 3 for 3, 2 doubles and a single. Pete Rickert is going to pitch. He can pitch to one more before fatigue. He'll stay on there. So Pete Rickert will pitch here to Reese. Top of the 7th, 6-1 Twins. Rickert, 6-2, walk, 6. Yeah, ball 4 and just barely. Reese will get a walk, and once again, he'll reach base. Now 4 for 4 from getting on base. Now Rickert is tired. And the batter now is Tovar. That will be it for Pete Rickert. Allowing that base runner pretty much ended his night. So Reese goes to first. Now they got a righty and a lefty coming up. And coming on to pitch for the Orioles is going to be Dick Hall. 5 wins, 2 losses, 6 saves, a 1.92 ERA. Hall has already made an appearance in the postseason. So Dick Hall will pitch to Tovar here and keep the inning game where it is. 6-1, favor of the Twins. Orioles lead the series 1-0. Hall, 4-4, wild pitch. No, it's a blank. Tovar, 1-2, and that's a fly out to center field. That'll be caught by Blair for the first out. 1 down. Here's Cardenas. Cardenas is 0 for 3. Reese on it first. Hall will deal. 6-1. Strikeout 6. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he'll get Cardenas. So now 2 outs. And now here's Roseboro. Roseboro 1 for 2. A single and a walk. Hall trying to get this into the bottom of the 7th, keeping it where it is. Orioles still have a very potent lineup. Hall with the pitch. Hall, 6-2, strikeout 11. That's too high. Roseboro, 3-6, and it's a line drive right to second. Pop, and that's caught by Johnson, and the inning is over. So nothing across except a walk for the Twins. And they still hold a 6-1 lead here. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. If the Twins win tonight, that means 3 of the 4 league division series games would be tied at 1. There is only one division series that right now has a 2-0 lead, and that is the San Francisco Giants and the New York Mets. I will be taking a travel day tomorrow night. There will be no baseball for Wednesday, allowing all these teams to travel to the respective opponents. I will be back on Thursday with Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the San Francisco Giants and the New York Mets. Mike McCormick will be going for the Giants. Gary Gentry will be going for the Mets. The Mets won the '69 World Series historically. They are down 0-2 to the Giants. A Giant win on Thursday. They go to the NLCS. Mets trying to play for a Game 4. What will happen Thursday night? Giants, Mets, Game 3. Join me on the network. I will do a travel day tomorrow night, as I've done 8 games in a row, and I would like a break. So I will take one day off like I usually do because the division series round is the longest of the rounds. Bottom of the 7th, Twins have a 6-1 lead on the Orioles. Orioles lead this series 1-0. And Jim Kaat will continue to pitch. And leading off for the Orioles will be Brooks Robinson, and he's 0-2. Kaat pitching like a Hall of Famer. Kaat will go ahead and pitch. Cutter Historical joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Kaat, 4-4, strikeout, 15 is a no. Robinson, 3-2, and that's a fly out to center. And that will be handled there by Eulander for out number 1. Next batter is Johnson. Johnson's 0-2. Kaat, 1-6. Home run chance. The 9 is going to be good. Against the righty, a 1-9. That is a 9. Against the lefty, though, Johnson needs a 2. Does Johnson get enough to get it out of there? No. 5-1. Instead, he's going to go ahead, a deep fly ball to right field. Going back for it is Tony Oliva. That's just going to be allowed out. That's out number 2. 2 away. Here comes Belanger. And Belanger is 0-2. Come on, this is the 1960s, not the 2020s. Kaat, 1-2. Against the righty, walk. The 8 is going to be too high. Belanger, 6-1, and it's a grounder to second base. Up with it is Carew. Carew will get it, throw it over, and retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Orioles. Twins lead 6-1. They are trying to do what they couldn't do in Game 1 of this series. We go to the top of the 8th. Dick Hall will stay on the mound, and Jim Kaat will come out to bat, and why not? You got a 5-run lead, and he's not tired yet, and he can hit the ball. Hall will pitch. Kaat is 1-3. Hall, 5-3. Against the lefty, it's blank. Kaat, 2-1. That's a grounder to second base. That'll be handled by Davey Johnson, and Johnson tosses it for the out. 1 down. Here's Eulander. Eulander is 1-for-3, singled, reached on an error, and walked. Hall, 4-5, range play at the park. Memorial Stadium, 4-6. That's a single plus to center field. So going after it is Paul Blair. His range is a 4, and it's going to 6. Eulander's going to try for second. Base runner 4, Blair a -2. And he'll hold back at first base. So Eulander bluffed going to second base. Paul Blair couldn't make it, throws it in, and Eulander goes right back to first. He'll be happy with the single. 1 down, but we're on first now. Here's Carew. Carew is still looking for a hit. He's 0-4 tonight. He does have a sacrifice fly. Hall, 1-3, strikeout 10. That's too high. Carew, 5-5. That's a ground out to second base. 2-3. And, of course, double play depth. 4, shortstop pivot Belanger. +1 is 5. Double play, side retired. 4-6-3 double play. No runs and a hit. Carew just can't catch a break. He's now 0 for 5. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Kaat taking back on the mound. He can pitch to 3 more batters before he tires. Ellie Hendricks leads off for the Orioles. He's 0 for 2. Jim Kaat has done a phenomenal job. He has held this lineup to 1 run on 3 hits. The 1 run was the bomb by Frank Robinson. Bottom of the 8th, 6-1 Twins. Twins trying to tie this series up. Kaat, 6-3, strikeout 7. Cold strike 3 on Hendricks. Got him. And he will strike him out on a called strike 3, 1 out. Pinch hitter coming in for Dick Hall. He will leave. And coming on to pinch hit will be Merv Rettenmund. 247 average, 4 homers, 25 RBIs in 69. So Rettenmund will go ahead and come on to bat with 1 out. Kaat will pitch. Kaat, 2-4 against the righty. It's a blank. Rettenmund, 1-3, and that's a grounder to third base. Up with it is Tovar, and Tovar will throw it over to away. And now Buford. Buford is 1 for 1, singled and walked twice. Kaat will pitch. Kaat, 2-4 against the switch right. That's a blank. Buford, 2-3, and it's a base hit. Buford keeps the inning going with a single. Second hit of the game for Buford. And now here's Blair. Blair is 1 for 3 with a base hit. Still 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. 6-1 Twins. Fans here at Memorial Stadium know how potent this Oriole lineup is. Strategy rolls are off. Kaat, 4-4, strikeout 11, that is high. Blair, 1-3 against the lefty. It's a base hit. He hits that pass short. Buford, with 2 outs, a base running rating of 5. That will be good enough. He'll get to third. And now runners at the corners. And here comes Robinson. Kaat is tired. They're saying go ahead and try to get out of this if you can. But if he gives up a run, they'll probably yank him. So Jim Kaat says, I can get Robinson out. Maybe. Robinson is 1 for 3 with a bomb. Robinson hits lefties a lot better than righties. And you know what? That's going to be it for Jim Kaat. Kaat's going to come out of the game. He'll leave with the W. They're going to play the percentages, and they're going to bring in a righty to pitch to Robinson. And that is going to be Al Worthington. 4 wins, a loss, 3 saves, a 4.57 ERA. Worthington's job, get 1 out. Worthington this is his first appearance. So Al Worthington will pitch to Robinson. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th at 6-1. They're turning Robinson around. He doesn't hit righties as well. Buford on at third, Blair on at first. Worthington on the mound against Robinson. Fans of Memorial Stadium hoping Robinson can get one. Worthington will pitch. 1-3. That's a blank. Robinson, 2-3. And it's a ground ball to second base. That'll be handled by Carew. The throw goes to first to get Robinson. And the pitching change does the job. No runs, 2 hits for the Orioles. 6-1 Twins after 8. Top of the 9th. Leading off for the Twins will be Tony Oliva. He is 3 for 4, 3 singles. Orioles need a pitcher. It's left, right, left. So the Orioles, they're going to bring out Marcelino Lopez. It's a 5-run lead. 5-3, no saves, a 4.41 ERA. Marcelino Lopez is actually going to get a call here against Oliva. Top of the ninth, 6-1 Twins. Orioles trying to keep it where it is. Lopez, 5-6 against the lefty. It's a strikeout plus 10, and that 8 will get him. Struck him out. So down goes Oliva on a K as Lopez gets it done. And now Killebrew. Killebrew is 0 for 2, but he's walked twice. Lopez, 6-1, error on a grounder. Killebrew, 1-2, against the lefty. That's going to be a fly ball to right field. Frank Robinson's going to go ahead and get to that and make the catch for out number 2. 2 outs now. Here's Reese. And Reese is 3 for 3, 2 doubles, a single, and a walk. Lopez, trying to keep this inning, trying to keep it where it is. Lopez, 3-5, walk, 15 is high. Reese, 3-3, and he gets a base hit to center field. Reese is hitting well. Reese gets a single. He's now 4 for 4 tonight. Good night for Reese, and now here's Tovar. Tovar is 2 for 4 with 2 singles. 2 outs here, top of the ninth. Reese will stay at first. Lopez, he'll pitch. Lopez, 2-1, strikeout 10, that's too high. Tovar, 4-1, and that's a fly ball to left. Don Buford will go ahead and get it, make the catch, and retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Twins. They hold a 6-1 lead here going into the bottom of the ninth. But will we see some ninth inning magic? Boog Powell will lead off for the Orioles. He is 0 for 3. They have a lefty and 2 righties coming up. Al Worthington is going to stay on the mound. If he gets in trouble, the Orioles will go to the bullpen. Powell is 0 for 3. So is Robinson. So is Davy Johnson. Worthington, 6-6, strikeout, got him. Worthington strikes out Powell. Rough night for the Orioles at the plate tonight. 1 away, and now here's Brooks Robinson. He's 0 for 3. Fans here at Memorial Stadium hoping Baltimore can keep it going. Worthington with the pitch. 1-3, that's a blank. Robinson, 1-4, that's a fly ball to right. Tony Oliva will get to that, make the catch, 2 outs. And now the last chance for the Orioles is Davy Johnson. He is 0 for 3. Philip Reynolds joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Worthington looking to get it done. Fans here at Memorial Stadium hoping Johnson can keep it going. But the Twins are 1 out away from tying this series up after a disastrous game 1. Do the Twins tie it up? Worthington, 4-5, wild pitch. It's a blank. Johnson, 1-4, and it's a ground ball to second base. Rod Carew has got it. Pumps once, pumps twice, throws to first. That's your game. The Twins tie the series up. Stadium groans. 1, 2, 3, go the Orioles. And the Twins win this game 6-1. This series is tied at 1, guaranteeing both games at Metropolitan Stadium to be played. So now 3 of our 4 division series are guaranteed to go at least 4. The only one, of course, it's my Mets. Final line score coming up. For the Twins, 6 runs, 13 hits, no errors. For the Orioles, 1 run, 5 hits on 1 error. What a job by Twins pitching, holding that lineup to only 5 hits. The only big one was the bomb by Robinson. The winning pitcher is Jim Kaat. He'll go to 1-0 on the postseason. Mike Cuellar will drop to 0-1 in the postseason. Al Worthington will get a hold. It was not a save situation, but he did not allow any runs, so we will give him a hold. So the Twins tie this series up at 1, which now guarantees at least 3 of the 4 LDS series are going at least 4 games. There will be no baseball tomorrow night. I am taking a travel day. We will return Thursday night with Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the San Francisco Giants and the New York Mets as that series moves to Shea. Mike McCormick will go for the Giants. Gary Gentry goes for the Mets. It's an elimination game. Are the 69 Mets going to be kicked out in the division series round? And my Mets are now 1 game away from still not winning a single postseason series since I started doing this. What will happen Thursday night? You'll have to wait to find out there. Giants, Mets, NLDS Game 3. Be there or be squared. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys Thursday night. The Twins go ahead and tie this series up. The Twins win it 6-1 tonight. This ALDS is tied 1-1. See you guys Thursday night.